Good morning, my friends. Now, in this video today, you're going to hear a story about how a woman tries to explain something to a man that generally he thinks he knows enough about, more than the woman, and how the woman solved the problem and the man finally understood that the woman was right. And that story is moi and the moose. I missed you on Thursday. So sorry, the time just got away from me. But anyway, hopefully you'll have this on Saturday. And I know I promised you a rabbit hole story, which I'm going to tell you very quickly while Moosey is still outside. This story is the funniest story, and it involves trying to tell Moosey something that I thought I knew a lot about. Not a lot, but enough. And he wasn't buying it. And it concerned his phone. Now, when I got a new phone, which is what I do my videoing on, he got my old one. And Moosey does a lot of listening to music. And the biggest thing he does is the music that he plays for 2 or 3 hours straight outside with his phone, which is an iPhone 8, I believe. And he also watches the Dodger baseball games on there. And he has been complaining about the fact that his phone is just running out of battery all the time. He said, I need a new battery for this phone. I said, oh, I don't think so, Moose. We discussed this a little bit, several times. And I said, I don't think so. I think the fact that you play music all morning. He said, well, even when I charge it, I get up and then I do this and that, then it's out. It's gone. I need a new battery. Well, I looked up online. Batteries were quite expensive for phones at this point, especially an older phone like that. And I just found out that my phone is fully paid for, and so now we don't have phone bills for a while. Wouldn't that be nice to stay that way? He does look at Facebook and Instagram, and we do both keep up with the children and what's going on in the family through that. But that's about it with the phone. He does nothing really fancy with it. Mostly the Major League Baseball app and his music. And that's an app too, I believe. So I went to settings, and I saw that his battery remainder level was still pretty good, but the Major League Baseball was taking up 79% of his battery, and the rest of it was pretty much the music. And it said it on there, so I went back to tell him that, and he said, no, that's not it. If I had a new battery, this phone would work fine. Well, I think it was 3 days ago, right? I'm losing track of time. Moose woke up in the morning and said, I want you to do 3 things today. I think I might have told you about that day. That was the day we went to get the yogurt, and we stopped at Panera and picked up that lunch. That's right. Well, we also went to AT&T as the main request of Moose on our outing, because he said, we're buying a battery and that's it. Okay, Moose. So after we went to the bank and various other places, we went to the mall, and I said, are you coming in? And he said, no, I'm going to let you do it. Well, okay. So Moose sat in the car with the air conditioner in the car running, and I went into the AT&T store, and there was no one in there, which was nice. And a young man was sitting at one of the tables, and he said, good morning, ma'am. May I help you? And I said, yeah, you sure can. Well, I had Moosey's phone with me. I also had my phone. And I explained the situation to him about Moose insisting he needed a new battery, etc. So he said, let me see the phone. His name was Elias, by the way. I handed Elias the phone, and he looked in the settings, and he showed me everything as it all comes up in there. The battery level was fine. It was working at about 80%. He said most phones are working at about 85%, so your battery is fine. But he said, yes, you are using up, or he is using up almost 79 to 80%. Who else found that information in the phone? I wonder. Well, he said, you don't want to buy a battery for this phone. He said, batteries cost $100. Now, I was shocked. I knew they would be expensive because I did look that information up, but $100 for a phone that's about 4 or 5 years old? Not going there. So I knew Moose would not believe this story too. So I got this brilliant idea. So I put my thinking cap on and I said, I know how to solve this problem. So I said, Elias, would you mind letting me tape you and you could explain to Moosey on the phone, and then I will show him when I get out there, and I won't have to go through this anymore with him, that what I knew was not worth too much, and you're the expert and you can tell him all about this. And he said, sure. He was the nicest guy. And I tell you, you don't always run into guys like this when you go into stores and ask for something unusual like that. I said, now I do have a YouTube channel, and I would like to put this whole story on my YouTube channel. Would you mind being on my YouTube? No, not at all. So I do have his permission to do this. So I have the tape that Elias talked to Moose. He said, what's his name? I said, Moose. So I put my camera up and I started, and he was so cute. Okay, Moose, this is Elias, and he has just checked out your phone. Talk to me, Elias. Tell me all about it.
So, Moose, so your phone, your battery's pretty good. I just checked it. You just gotta be plugging it in when you're watching your baseball games and you're playing your music, because that's what drains your battery. So you gotta keep charging it when you're inside or outside. I do have a portable charger right here that I could sell you guys. I'll give it to you guys for $20.
How much?
20.
20?
Yes.
And he can use that
outside? He can use it outside while he's watching his games
or
and
playing music.
Just have it connected so it won't die. So your phone won't die, but your battery is pretty good.
That's good. So how much, like mine said I had 85 plus a percentage left on my battery, and he said that's good, that most phones have that. What does he have to say?
He has 79.
79,
80.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's pretty
good. So you're
good.
Perfect. You don't need a battery because they're going to charge you $100 for a battery change, which your battery is pretty good.
Oh, great. Elias, thanks, my buddy.
Of course.
All right.
I'm going.
After he finished, I said, now, Elias, we don't want to get Moose a new phone. What is the fix here? And he said, and I said to him, I understand that I can buy portable batteries because he does sit outside and listen to this music out there, so he can't keep his phone plugged in. But do you have portable batteries? He said, sure. So he went over and he got one, and I'm going to show you. I'll film that. I don't have it here. In fact, he's out there right now listening to his music with the phone plugged into his charged portable battery. Can you believe this? Now, he went and he got it. It's in a beautiful black case. It has a charger. It has its own charger. And he said, now you have to charge it up for 3 hours first to get it going, and then it'll hold for about 6 hours. I thought, wow, you know, this will work perfectly for Moose. And then I thought, you know, I think I want one too. So he went and he found one first. It wasn't in a box, and it looked like it was a clearance item, and he gave it to me for a ridiculous price. And the other one I paid full price for. It was either $20 or $29. Comes in a black case. It comes with a charger, a cord, everything to solve this problem. Now, I think I might have told you that about 6 months ago, we thought about this, and especially in the way of having an emergency charger when the power goes out. And he did send for a portable charger at that time, but guess what? It was not for iPhones, it was for Android, and we don't talk about that at all anymore. So, when we got home, or when I got in the car, he said, well, where's the battery? And I said, let me show you something. I showed it to him in the car. He looked at it and he laughed. And he said, wow. Well, he didn't say you were right, but he did admit, quite humbling, for Moose that perhaps I might have been right after all. Now, you say, why doesn't Moosey believe you in these things? You have to remember we've been married 62 years. We were married back in the day that was called, well, we are part of what they call the silent generation. And especially women in those days, the father, the male, was the boss of the family, et cetera, et cetera. Unfortunately, I didn't have those genes in me to keep my mouth shut a lot of times when I knew that I was right, et cetera. Now, it hasn't caused big problems through the years, but I think by now, Moose is aware that I don't stay silent too much of the time, and that we have worked out our relationship. Obviously, we have, because we've been married so long, and we live differently now than the way we started off in the old days. So, that's my rabbit story. It's a funny one, and I told Moose I was going to put this on YouTube, so I said it might be, he said, that's going to be embarrassing. What else would a man say in a situation like this, right? I said, no, maybe a little humbling, but not too embarrassing. So there you are. I also have Moosey's permission to put this on YouTube. And I did film the day that he used it for the first time outside with him, so I'll put that on too. So, to make a long story short, AT&T gave me the best service they could that day. And this fella, Elias, was a champ. And thank you, Elias. Good morning, Moosey.
Hi, hon.
Are you having fun playing with your new charger, your portable charger, and listening to your music?
So much fun.
This video is going to be all about you and the acceptance of information from your wifey. Now show me this kit and what it's all about.
So overnight, this is an extra battery. So overnight, I charged this. Now I've got big battery ready to be an auxiliary to my phone.
So that you can sit outside.
So you plug this in, and it works inside too. You plug this into the phone, this into the auxiliary battery, and it keeps your phone going another, how long, 4 hours, 6 hours? Is that it?
It said 6 hours, yeah. Elias says 6 hours. Yeah. Interesting. Show the nice little kit and everything that it came in.
All kinds of stuff in there, yeah. Here's an interesting one. This plugs into the cigarette lighter in your car. You got a little plug there, USB port.
Yeah. Huh. And it all comes in this nice little kit.
Yeah.
Let me show the kit. Hold it up. Yeah, nice little case. And in the case, there's another wire in there that will fit, that little black wire fits into your iPad.
And this is how you charge it up. You plug this into the wall. Don't you know? Ow. Plug that into the wall.
Interesting, huh?
And you plug this end into the battery.
Well, at least we learned that your phone does not need a battery, but we needed Elias to prove it, didn't we? Nope. You couldn't figure out that the wifey had that much information in her head, huh? Right?
Yeah. You're right again, you fox.
Right. Oh, there's a ghost down there having some water. Usually he drinks out of the bird bath these days, but now he's drinking out of that. I also wanted to thank you so very much for all your prayers and all your comments and caring about Colleen and Shannon, who came down with this awful thing, which we all assumed was COVID, and they tested 2 or 3 times from that first day right after they came home from the Dodger baseball game Saturday night. Both Colleen and Shannon, they had gone with Micah and Brendan, the other son. Ryan was in her new apartment, and they assumed it was so bad. Fever, actually the fever lasted almost 3 days. Sore throat, aches, pains, terrible headache, the whole works, which we assumed was COVID the whole time. And they tested 2 or 3 times within the next 3 days. And guess what? It never tested positive for COVID. So I guess there is also a horrible summer flu going around. Okay, what else? My hairdo of the day is another unusual day. Now, with this hairdo, I did try my new little comb bump, as I showed you the other day, to put up here. And I'm kind of in a rush today because I am going out in connection with this project that I'm working on, that I will tell you about hopefully in a couple of weeks. But the bump was too low, it didn't look right, so I took it out and I teased it a little bit. But let me show you this hairdo. It's just basically a ponytail with the sides that I twist to bring around to the back. Let me show you this. You know, usually in the fall, I'll go this way too because I don't know whether this side is better. It's all done very quickly. Oh, can't turn that way. My body's not twisting that much. My hair's gotten quite long, but you know, as you know, it's thin and not like it used to be at all. And especially down near the bottom, and I have a couple of places in the top of the scalp that the hairs just aren't multiplying as they used to. However, I can still fake it with a lot of the combs and the rats, or what we used to always call them, hair rats. And I love doing unusual hairdos. Normally, I would cut my hair when fall comes and do my chin length that has a lot of fullness in it. And I either do it in a crunchy curly thing, don't usually pull it back during the winter. But if I did that, I might not be able to do all these fun hairdos. So I haven't made the decision yet. I do miss that kind of I'm going to call it my nostalgic old-fashioned hairdo that I wear with my wave on the side and kind of poofed out on the side. So we'll see what I do in the fall. Now, I do have a semi-fall outfit on today, although I am still suffering with the heat. You can always see my little bubbles under my eyes. That's why I'm always doing this. This is where the first bubbles of perspiration come out on me, although I feel it everywhere else right now. I am so looking forward to fall. One of you mentioned last year I bought those 3, well, they were leisure suits, and I gave you the information on Amazon, and tons of you went out and bought these in different colors. I bought 3 of them. It was a tunic top and pants in a soft, I don't know what the fabric was, of heavy, not heavy, but a polyester that had a few buttons up here in the front and long sleeves, thick mandarin collar. I bought it in rust, in blue, and in black. And I did wear this so many times during the winter time. I started talking last week about fashion and the lifestyle of a mature, older woman. And we're not getting out there too much these days. Occasionally, lately I've been a little more than usual, but we still have to be very careful. There's no way I want to bring that awful flu or COVID again back into this house. And this leisure suit was something you could wear around the house, the garden, or to the market for small errands, or even dress it up with jewelry. I'm going to show you these because I have to get out in the storage shed to pull all this out. That's another project I'm not looking forward to, the big switcheroo where I get all those clothes out. So, what else did I want to say? Showed you my hair. My outfit of the day. This is a very lovely shirt. It's probably polyester, very light. I love it. The fabric is nice and light. Roll-up sleeves is a shirt tail type that I wear out with black. They're kind of flared. They're not long pants, but you know the style of long pants now is to be above the ankle. And that's what these are. And if I go out to see Moosey, and I will be because I haven't fed my birdies and my cats yet, maybe he'll take a picture of me in this outfit because I want to kind of do my outfit of the day type thing. As you can notice, I'm very squared off today. Not too much, just enough. And that's because of my shoulder pads. That's one of my hints to never, never, never look as old as we really are. Although it doesn't matter, but it does help with that squared off look. Good morning.
Morning, hon.
Like my outfit?
Yeah, kind of nice.
An umfert?
Where are you going, to a wedding?
No, actually, I have that project I haven't talked about yet, but I just finished a video. Look at the shoes. Remember these? I bought these online. Go down to the shoes. These shoes I bought online. And
oh,
knit.
Yeah, I like those.
They're knit and they're so comfortable.
Comfortable, yeah.
Yeah, really comfortable. So I thought maybe I would check in here. I found out that basil also is very calming. That if you have some basil, a little bit of basil at night before you go to sleep, it eases you, and it has something to do with the smell of basil, and it calms you and puts you to sleep.
Well, the way it calms me is on spaghetti.
That's a good place. But you can't fall asleep with a belly full of spaghetti, though, can you? Counterintuitive. Okay.
Okay, love.
I'm off.
Bye. Kiss.
Thank you so much. I say this over and over, but I really mean it. Thank you so much for watching our channel, for getting so involved and sending those wonderful comments. We are having conversations now, and I just love you all. I will see you hopefully next week on our usual schedule again, where I should be back with hopefully tons of ideas in my head about what we'll talk about next. Goodbye for now. See you soon. God bless us all.